Hello, my natives. So, something I received a couple weeks back in meditation. Look, people, the one world government is not going to happen. Period. It's not about governing people. It's about setting up a system that works. That won't put us into debt. It may cost money in the beginning, but in the long run, it will make more sense. Of course, we're going to have to spend money to dig ourselves out of the hole that we put ourselves in, world. It's common sense. And who's going to pay for that? You might ask. Well, I'm glad you asked. The government will be paying for this. The present government. Listen, natives, the goal isn't to police the world or to even govern it. The goal is to set up a kingdom for structure and stability and guidance and leadership. Once this is set up, once we've dug ourselves out of this massive pit that we've put ourselves in due to the greed, our unbalanced lifestyles, our evil and wicked ways, people. It's time for a change. Listen, there will be kings, and queens placed in leadership around the world. And there's not going to be a whole bunch. There's going to be a number of 11 kings and queens. When if they're married, kings and queens, the set, 10 sets of a king and a queen, and they will, not run things according to their own agenda. These leaders are being put into position not to run things according to man's laws and stipulations where greed and money can creep in and where people can be bought off and paid for. No, I don't think so. Not going to happen again. That cycle, people, your words I'm speaking, if you choose, is over with. Okay? Your government, and it's not a one-world government. That was the intention of Lucille, to control and police humanity, and eventually distinguish it and the planet. That was the intent. But as they, look for life on another planet, while the rest of the world gets left after they destroyed it by the laws and government meats and packaging facilities that, all you're eating is poison. It's literally poison. What you're drinking is poison. Everything is poison, man. I did a video on it. Makes no sense. It doesn't work. Hasn't worked. It will never work. All it will do is cause cancers and all these evil, demonic, nasty diseases that we're all suffering with. Well, not all of us. But a lot of us are, you know. You want to ask and say, is it possible to heal? You better bet your bottom dollar. And you're about to find this out when this breaks the news of how many times my life, just me, I'm not speaking on anyone else's, but I can assure you, your lives were, many lives were attempted. Which is, it's unfortunate, but the divine has a plan. I'm not one to question the wisdom. Well, I am. I didn't mean to say that. That's one thing I am prone to do, is question things. But I'm not going to exalt myself above the wisdom of the divine, is really what I meant to say. Because she's my creator. And I put my trust in her. I put my trust in the Devine Royal Family. The light beings and workers and the angels that are like me and are like a lot of you. Good intent in your heart. You don't want to harm people. You don't wake up and intentionally think about harming or how you can destroy someone else's life because yours just isn't working. Or you want to do Santeria or black magic or spell work or hire people. Rodney. By the way, Rodney, truly brings me a heavy heart to tell you this, but your life is required of you as well. Your life also is required of you, King Charles. Your life is required of you, President Biden, President Obama, my God, President Trump. Let me think, who else? Many of you. And it brings me sadness to truly tell you this. But it must happen. It must take place. In fact, there's going to be a whole lot of you leaders, or so-called leaders, that are false reptilians of demonic, evil intentions for humanity. Recycled. And I don't mean recycled people like you're thrown away in the trash. I mean recycled. Your time here in this cycle is done. It's over. I truly wish you better luck on your next life, your next journey, and your next ascension. And I pray, truly, really desire for you to get it on your next ones. But those, all of those that were involved, people, listen to me if you choose to. The divine is merciful. Her mercy never ends. That's why we're on this ascension of eternity. And we will be on this ascension until we get it right. Okay, well, here's the thing. We've had some really, really negative energy trying to stop this ascension for the world and the planet. But the truth of the matter is, folks, if you really think about this, like I spoke about in another video. And for some of you living beings, I'm speaking to the physical, carnal, fallen angels or ascending angels. Yep, I still smoke the vape every once in a while, guys. I can't lie. But I tell you right now, I've come a long way in my life. And to puff on a toxic vape, if that's what I'm doing right now, that's what I'm doing. It's not healthy, I'll admit it, be the first. It's pollution, not only to the vessel, but also to the planet. So, but right now, people, well, I guess I can say the ones that put these spells on me and on the other 143,999 light workers to resurrect here in this life to bring about this amazing, beautiful transformation on the planet and in the lives of humanity. I pat myself on the back. You too, ascending angels. You too, light workers. Pat yourselves on the back, because nobody's going to do it for you yet. But maybe your soul family and those that really, truly care for you. And isn't that really what all of us desire, people? To be understood, to be loved, to be accepted. I think that's sometimes why we fight so hard and fight tooth and nail to be the big man on the block. Do the things that we think that other people or other angels, it's an oxymoron in a sense, people, if you think about this. I've been told that I was born a Taurus, Aries, cusp. But, I don't believe it. Even if it is, there's something going on with my birth date. It's off. It's off. But is that important? Of course it's important, people. It's important to know who you are. To know your real birthday is huge. Now, look, this brings me to something that I was thinking about. If you look at this in the adoption, the child protective services, and all those things that the government stepped in to say that they were going to protect the children, when in fact their end goal wasn't to protect children, but to steal from them. And I'm not just talking the government, I'm talking about the enemy, who uses the government as the frontal stage to do its work. And, look, people, you can put lipstick on a pig and a bow tie, but it's still going to be a pig or a hog. It's still going to wallow around in the mud. All right? Now, just because you put a suit and tie on somebody and set them up in a fancy home and call it the White House does not make them a noble person. And if you watch another video of mine, I talk about how your votes, people, your 2 cents basically is what it is. It's pointless. It's another way to just generate massive communication about the people they selected. It's like, okay, we got 4 guys we narrowed it down to. 4 guys and say a girl. Okay? That we can possibly put in here as President of the United States that will let us run shit from behind the scenes, and we'll just put the lipstick on you, President. We'll put the bow tie on you. You're still just our pig, you know? You do what we say, but your face is gonna take all the heat. Well, you know, most people are satisfied with that. You know, they get to say they were President of the United States. They get to say, you know, I lived in the White House and my family's taken care of for the rest of their lives. We got security, great experience, whatever. Listen, people, each time you put a president in that office, I haven't seen any massive change, seriously, except for what you lie about. All you're doing is digging more debt for humanity, which is fine. It's going to be squashed, by the way. I shared in another video. My goodness, how many videos have I done? A lot of great wisdom. If you choose to watch them, you know. It's hit and miss sometimes in the beginning. So I was going through some things, but I'm getting better. And that's what it's all about, people. Get better. No matter where you're at, you can change. And not just like that, but you can change your mind just like that. Wake up every day. You say in your heart, in your mind, and with your spirit, I'm going to do good today. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something different. That's what it starts with, people. It's a little seed. That's all it takes. That's what one of the words was talking about. When I talked about faith, all you need was the size of a mustard seed. Ah, hallelujah. Thank you, Devine. You know what that entails, people? A mustard seed? It entails a story. It depicts a story. A whole storyline, really. It depicts magic. It depicts miracles. It's just this type in shadow example or parable that I used when I walked as Yeshua. I spoke about having this faith. Now, the reason that I believe I said a mustard seed is because what is a seed? It's an encased, okay, hold on. It is everything needed encased in a shell. Everything that you need. And people, we can look at this and we could say mustard seeds. We could say tomato seeds, pineapple. It doesn't matter. Apple tree seeds. It doesn't matter. But we use the mustard seed because of the size of the seed. It doesn't have to be big. All it needs is the DNA inside of it, which it already has. It was designed that way. If the seed is given to you, which it is, people, all right, world, it's all given to us. A spiritual seed. But it encompasses the same moral story, but spiritually speaking. We are each given a seed. Each of us. Same size, whatever. It's the same seed. Now, a lot of us take this little seed and we just flick it. Flip it away from us, you know. Some of us take the seed and we put it in our little Bibles and close it up. It sits on the shelf for 20 years. And then some of us are forced into a position where we have to go back, open up whatever it is that we put that seed in. Take it. Go put it in the dirt. The mud. Now, if you heard what I just said, and you ask yourself, where's the faith? My response to that is, where are my seed sowers at? I don't say this to shame you. I say this to educate you. You want to know why someone, here's the thing, people. We don't understand what one person to the next has been through in this current life or the lives that they lived in the past. So what gives us the right to judge them? Nothing. No one gives us that right. Because the truth of the matter is when we are judging anyone, it is so set in alignment that when we judge someone or put a projection onto someone, this same projection is put back onto us. And what does this do? But hold us back from evolution. Hence, the plan of the enemy. Keep us on this cycle, right? So that those that are controlling, the few that are controlling the many, will remain in power, will remain in control, and remain the wealthiest. No longer will this be the case. Hallelujah! I thank the Devine Royal Family for an amazing plan. And their mercy and their wisdom and foresight to see in past these things, people. You know what? You want to get to know the divine? Do something for the divine. That ain't a commandment. That is an open mind, people. A two-way road. Give me, 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 give me. What about me? What about me? We've all been there, people. The key is not to stay there. The key is to recognize We made a mistake. Don't try to rationalize it away. Face it head on. Accept it. Let's start looking at our failures or our opportunities to get it right the next time, is a better way to say it, as pillars of new direction, pillars of strength to set us off in another adventure, people. It's so far past time for a new adventure. I'm ready. Are you ready? Because it's happening. As surely as I'm speaking this message, this amazing plan is unfolding. And things are about to be different, better. And that I can promise you. Because it's not just from me. It's from the family. World, I love you so much. Truly. Even the ones that's wronged me, I don't hold it against you. Was it wrong? Of course. Of course it's wrong. But I'm not perfect either. For me to sit here and say that I've never wronged anyone, I would be a fool. It's what life is about, people. It's what this ascension is about. Remember, if you don't get it right this time, which I am rooting for you, it's not about how many times it takes you, man. It's about the completion. And this world is ripe for the harvesting of fresh, new, lost souls. Who are these souls going to look to? You, sons and daughters, light workers. They're going to look to you. The ones that held your very heads down into the mud will be coming to you. This is not an opportunity, people, to shame others in a sense. There's a difference between shaming someone and exposing someone. You know, I'll expose someone until they are exposed. The moment that they are exposed, I don't have any more business with that person. Because if I keep my heart there, what is that but a chain or a link to hatred? And if I keep an open channel of hatred, the next person keeps an open channel of hatred, and the next person, and the next person, and you get the point, people. It flows. Yeah. So that's what I speak about when I speak about this love wave or this vibration. There's going to be a change, people. Look, I don't know the whole plan. If I did, I would tell you. But what I know at this current time, hold on to your seats, people, because the ride is about to get real. There's going to be things that are exposed that you didn't even think were possible until now. Yeah, sure, you've heard of them. Seen them in movies. Yeah. That's not real. Right? Wrong. Spirituality is real. Listen, folks, take out your technological cell phones if you choose. Zoom in to 10 on your video. Point it at any tree or shrub. Whether it's bark, whatever. The leaves. Take a look at it for me. Don't just look at it. Study it. I guarantee you, you will see the spirit realm if you're looking for it. I command it. Check it out for yourself, because it's there. Your physical eye can't see it. But for some reason, these cell phones can pick it up. Oh, he's crazy. Am I? Only one way to find out. Pull out your cell phone. Well, I love you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Your king signs off until next time.